This presentation is a continuation of the Eating for Autism area that we will discuss. As discussed earlier, we want to eat for a healthy mind and for a healthy body. So removing processed foods from the diet is really essential. So things like chips, soda, ready-made meals are all really high in salts, fats, and preservatives, and they're not good for the for a healthy mind or for a healthy body. So we really want to be ditching these and to be cooking from scratch, whole unprocessed foods, the foods that our grandparents ate, just simple and delicious foods, meals. And it's preferable to sit down as a family around a table and take time to prepare the food and to cook it and to enjoy it as a family. This doesn't need to take a long time. You can look for recipes that you can take, that take 15 minutes or 30 minutes per day. This is, you know, as much as you need to cook. If you want to slow cook something, you can cook for an hour, put it in, prepare it for 10 minutes and then pop it into the oven and it can be done in an hour. It's really up to you. If you are short on time, there's plenty of recipes where you can only spend 15 minutes. But all this cooking from scratch is very important for your own health and the happiness of your family. Also, we will discuss refined sugar. This is best to be reduced from your diet, from especially your a child with autism. We will discuss that later on in another presentation about the dangers of sugar and refined sugar in particular on the brain and the health of the brain. But next we're going to be discussing sensitivities to food. In this presentation it will be dairy. So here we discuss food sensitivities, part 2, and that's dairy. So that's milk, yogurts, and cheeses. These are not beneficial for people with autism. Dairy products and autism. Lactose intolerance involves an inability to digest the milk sugars, which can cause symptoms like gas and diarrhea, allergies and skin problems, and also asthma. So both lactose and the casein in milk are not beneficial for people with autism, but also for people with lactose intolerance. Casein is a protein which is found in dairy products. It's being heavily researched at present with people with ASD, with autism, and it's been found that these casein is producing casomorphins, which are morphine-like substances released into the bloodstream. They also seems to be having an effect on the gut of the body and the absorption of nutrients in the small intestine. So many parents have reported that its removal from the diet can improve the body's physical and cognitive functions. So it's very important, the removal of dairy and gluten from the diet, but there are many other possible foods that could be sensitive to a child with autism. But these foods, particularly dairy, the gluten, and the sugar, are the foods that really need to be removed from the diet for a short time, and maybe could be reintroduced at a later time. Some alternatives for dairy. There are many now. We discuss dairy-free solutions. There are more and more dairy-free solutions available. Here we discuss the dairy-free solutions. Go to your local health food store or Whole Foods market. You will find now that there are many non-dairy milks available. There is almond milk, rice milks, oat milks, coconut milks, soya milks, hemp milk, flax milk, hazelnut milk, and sunflower milk. There's many different types out there, many to suit different tastes. So if there's a particular type of milk that best suits your kid, then they may prefer that try them out on different ones. Because there's so much interest now in vegan and both paleo diets, uh, these have exploded the market for gluten-free and dairy-free alternatives. So now there are many, many different types of dairy-free milk alternatives, but also cheeses and dairy-free yogurts are available. So there's coconut yogurt or soya yogurt. Many more different products available each day because of these diets are becoming more popular because of health reasons. I would advise to see a nutritionist or a dietitian to make a food diary for you or your child. They will recommend whole food, nutrient dense foods, which we are discussing here. You also may need to tweak your child's diet to prevent nutritional deficiencies. However, even excluding gluten and dairy might even improve your child's health, as their proteins can block the absorption of nutrients in the small intestine, which we have discussed in detail already.